Supplements are a very well-known topic when it comes to the fitness industry and the fitness scene. You know, everybody asks the question, do you need supplements? What supplements should I take? And so forth. Now come to think that there are lots of supplements on the market. You know, there's a lot of controversy and debate on what supplements do you actually need and which are actually beneficial to your workout or your muscle gain or fat loss journey. Alright, what's going on guys? Gino checking back over for another video today. Now before I dive into the supplements that are actually beneficial and actually do something which would mean that it's beneficial for you to take, I first want to clear the air on supplements as is. Now besides the whole debate on what supplements you need to take, there's an even bigger question. Do you need to take supplements? And the answer is no, you do not. Now, a supplement is a supplement. It's not a necessity or a requirement. It's a supplement. It's an extra thing that you can add to your nutrition, to your workout, that will benefit you if you take it. You know, it's not a necessity. The only thing that's actually necessary for you to build muscle or lose fat is a caloric surplus and sufficient protein. So in general, your nutrition and your training. And supplements can help with that. You know, for example, a protein supplement can help you to hit your total requirement of protein for the day. So say if you have to hit 190 grams of protein, like I have to do every single day, it's easier for me to take a protein supplement that allows me to hit my protein target for the day, instead of eating chicken or eggs literally all day long. So it's not a requirement, it's simply an extra thing that you can add to your nutrition or to your training that will benefit you and make things a lot easier. So like I said, there are so many supplements on the market that it's pretty hard and tough to choose a supplement to take. So I've selected 3 supplements that I think are very beneficial to your muscle gaining or fat loss journey, and that can actually make things a lot easier for you and probably make you save a lot of money as well. Right, first supplement on the list is creatine. Now creatine has to be one of the most researched supplements on the whole entire market, and it's also one of the most effective, if not the most effective supplement on the market as well. Now when you take creatine, your ATP levels will increase, and which means that you will have more power to deliver during the first 3 to 5 seconds of any set. So if you're doing a heavy set of bench pressing, you will have more power to deliver in the first 3 to 5 seconds. So that means that you can add a bit of weight or a bit of extra reps to your set, which means that you will eventually gain more muscle in the long run. Now also when you take creatine, you will hold water intracellular, which means that you will hold water inside of your muscles. So you won't have a bloated face, you won't have a bloated belly or whatever. You will simply hold water inside your muscles, which will also cause your muscles to create a fuller look while you don't have a pump. If I haven't convinced you to take creatine yet, then I would highly reconsider your standards. Now, there's a lot of controversy about whether you should cycle creatine or load creatine. I wouldn't even actually pay too much attention to all of those things, simply because you can take creatine for pretty much the entire year. It's not a hormone, so your body won't suppress your natural production of creatine, since your body does produce creatine. And there's also a bit of creatine that you can get from food, like for example beef or chicken or fish. But it's just in such little amounts that supplementing with creatine can actually benefit you to get the levels up to par, so that it's actually beneficial for your workout and your muscle building journey. You also don't need to stop taking creatine when you start a cut, simply because, like I said, the water that you hold is intracellular. So it won't cause you to be bloated, it won't cause you to have a huge ass water face. It simply holds water inside your muscles, which is actually very beneficial even during a cut, since that will allow you to keep your strength more easily, especially if you have like low carbs on a cut. So if you want to make some epic progress, highly consider taking creatine. And also just buy any type of creatine monohydrate, since it's the cheapest and most researched form, so you know that it'll actually work, and it only costs about like 15 bucks for about 3 months of supply. Alright, next on the list is whey protein. Now a lot of people tend to claim that whey protein has a lot of beneficial, wonderful, magical aspects when it comes to muscle building, but that's not really the case. The most easy and logic way that I try to describe this to clients or people that ask me about supplements is, you can have a shake with whey protein, or you can have a plate with chicken on it. It's pretty much the same, it's just protein. It's not some type of magical steroid-like powder that you take in and you suddenly gain like 200 pounds of muscle. It's not the case, you know, it's just protein in powdered form, and that's it. It's just a byproduct of the production of milk. Now the reason that whey protein is on this list is because it's a really easy way to hit your protein requirement for the day. Now like I said, I personally have to eat 190 grams of protein to hit my goal. So if I were to get that all from food, I would be stuffed. Like stuffed. For me to take a whey protein shake is actually very beneficial, and is also very high in an essential amino acid called leucine. Now when you train, you are sensitive to eating protein. You know, your muscle protein synthesis levels will spike during each protein feeding. And if you eat or drink a protein source that is high in leucine, it will take advantage of that spike more beneficial and more effectively. So to sum up whey protein, it in no way, shape or form increases muscle mass on its own just by drinking a shake. It's not a magical wonder supplement. It simply allows you to hit your protein requirements for the day more easily and probably more tasty if you ask me. And then we have pre-workout. Now the reason that pre-workout is on this list is not because it's really necessary. Like I said, none of the supplements are necessary, they only help you. But pre-workout supplements have a very high tendency to make your workout more effective and more enjoyable, which will allow you to stay in the gym longer and make more progress in the long run. So instead of recommending you a certain type of pre-workout, I'm simply going to list a couple of ingredients that are in every single pre-workout on the market that actually do something and can be very beneficial to your workout and your muscle building journey. First on the list is citrulline malate. Now citrulline malate is a vasodilator, which means when you take it, it opens up the blood vessels, which allows for more blood to flow through the muscles, which creates a better pump. Now it's also been said in research to increase maximal grip strength, lower body explosive power, and in general decrease fatigue. So it's in your best interest to take citrulline malate in your pre-workout drink. If getting a good pump isn't reason enough, then like I said, reconsider your standards. Now potentially beta-alanine would also be beneficial to take as a pre-workout. Now it's been said in research to decrease the amount of lactic acid buildup during exercise. So when it comes to the current research, it's more beneficial for people who exercise from 60 seconds up to longer. So it's probably more beneficial for endurance athletes rather than strength athletes or people who lift weights in general. So you could consider taking it, it might benefit you, but the research is a bit mixed on people who lift weights. And then thirdly, for a pre-workout ingredient, very obviously, caffeine. Now you can take caffeine in any way, shape or form. You can drink a Monster or any kind of other energy drink. You can take a caffeine capsule or caffeine pill, or you can simply just drink coffee, like I personally like to do. Now the amount of caffeine that you can tolerate is very individually dependent. You know, taking myself for an example, I personally don't like to get too much caffeine in my system before my workout or in general. So I personally just stick to a cup of coffee, like a big mug of coffee, before my workout or in general, and that's sufficient for me. But if you have a high tolerance for caffeine, like I know a lot of people do, you can, like I said, stick to a Monster or any kind of other energy drink, or take a caffeine capsule of about 200 to 250 milligrams. Now of course you can just buy any kind of pre-workout on the market if that's your preference, but keep in mind they might cost you a lot more money, and I'm a big fan of saving money, so buying these ingredients separately will save you a lot of money, and you will have a lot more control over the amount of ingredients that you put in your pre-workout. But buy something with flavor, like flavored creatine or any kind of mayo liquid or something, because citrulline malate, beta-alanine and caffeine taste like crap. Alright, so that is my list of supplements that I think can make your workouts a lot easier and more effective. But there are also some extras that I would highly recommend you to consider taking as well, which are multivitamins to get your micronutrient intake up to par and just for general other health benefits. And the same goes for omega-3 and potentially vitamin D3 if you live in a country that doesn't have a lot of sun like I do in the Netherlands. And again, I cannot stress this enough, there is no supplement that is necessary. Like I said, you can take these supplements and they will definitely benefit you, but it's not necessary. Get on top of your training, get on top of your nutrition, and then consider taking some supplements. Alright, and that is all for this video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to smash the like button, because it really helps out the channel grow. Comment down below and subscribe to the channel for so much more content coming really soon. I'm out, guys, and peace out. See you in the next one.